All right, so in this problem, there are a few things you need to understand based on the information given. It says that the photograph is taken vertically with no tilt. And that's really important to know that the camera is actually not turned one way or the other. And because there is no tilt, that means the length of this side of the triangle and the length of this side of the triangle are the same. And so that's real helpful here. So we know that. And if you would go straight down this dashed line to the base of the triangle, that segment there would be perpendicular to the base of the triangle. So this height is also a line of reflection for the triangle, which means these two angles here have to be the same measurement. They're both 43 degrees. So I'm providing a little bit of information about the triangle, hoping that at this point you'll stop the video if you weren't sure how to get started, and go from here to see if you can actually figure out the distance from C to B based on the fact that the main triangle is isosceles. The height is actually a line of reflection for that triangle, which splits the 86-degree angle in half. Can you find the length of CB? Turn the video back on to verify your thinking and answer when you are finished. So since the triangle is isosceles, that means the two base angles would have to be the same. That would be the measurement of this angle here and this angle here, which does include the 7 degrees. Keep that in mind. So 180 degrees, take away the 86, which is 94 left, divide that by 2. That means the angle here is 47, and the angle here, which is part of the triangle, that includes the CB, that angle is 40. So the total angle is 86 at the top, the angle here is 40, so 180 minus the 86 minus the 40 degrees makes the angle on over here 54. So I'm going to redraw the triangle, and so I'm going to turn the video off, redraw the triangle, and then I'll turn the video back on. So we have all three angles of the triangle that includes CB. We are told that the length from here to here is 3,500. And we're also told that this angle here is 43 and this angle here is 43. So if I would look at the triangle on the right, I'm not calling it a right triangle, but this angle is 43, this angle is 40, this side is 3,500. And so if I can find, or if you can find this length here, which is this length here, you would now have the three angles of the triangle plus one side of the triangle. And then, because you have one side and all three angles, then you should be able to find CB at the bottom. So I'm going to stop here, and I suggest turning the video off. See if you can find that length that's in purple, and that should help you hopefully from there find the length of CB. Turn the video back on when you're ready to continue. All right, so the third and final angle of the triangle at the bottom is 180 minus the 43 minus the 40, so this angle is 97. I do have a completed pair, and I'm looking for x, so I have the angle measurement of x. So sine of 40 degrees over 3,500 is equal to sine of 97 degrees over x. cross multiply. So 3,500 times the sine of 97 degrees is equal to x times the sine of 40. Divide both sides by the sine of 40, so we can get x by itself. So x will equal, which is the purple segment, it's going to be equal to 3,500 times the sine of 97 degrees divided by the sine of 40. So that length is 5,404.447. So with that information, now we have all three angles of the triangle, and we have the side. And what we're looking for is now CB. So I'm going to go ahead and add another space for some work here between the picture and the previous word. To finish up the problem for CB, go ahead and finish up, turn the video back on when you're ready to continue. Alright, so we do have an opposite side angle pair, and we're looking for CB, which we're going to be using, call that Y. We're going to be using the 86 degree angle. So the sine of 54 degrees over 5,404.447 is equal to the sine of 86 degrees over Y. Cross multiply. So 5,404.447 times the sine of 86 degrees is equal to Y times the sine of 54. Divide both sides by the sine of 54. So Y is going to equal whatever this fraction is. So 5,404.447 times the sine of 86 degrees divided by the sine of 54 degrees is 6,663.991. And here's in feet. So again, you need to watch the video again, watch the video a second time. Again, the key here is you have to know that because there's no tilt, that the distance that the camera is shooting out from left to right is going to create a nice isosceles triangle. So you have the angle at the top, so the two angles at the bottom are the same. That helps us get the three angles of the triangle that includes CB. That's not the only way of doing this problem. I'm sure if you have a different way of getting there and got the same answer, that's great. This is just one way of doing it. Go ahead and move on to the next problem, problem 4. If you need any help, again, click on the next video.